It's no secret that the rich get richer, but how can we apply this fact to get rich too? In this video, we go over another real-life example of our secret way of making money based on following the trades of wealthy investors, where we made 212% profit in just 4 trading days. So if you've been following this channel, you know that on January 24, on this day, we published this video on General Motors stock options trading strategy for earnings. And 4 trading days later, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can see the stock rallies after earnings as we predicted. So if you missed out on this video, we'll put a link at the top here, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on these future money making opportunities. Now in this video, we went over our option strategy. Just right here, you can see that these options expired on February 2nd, so it's not being traded anymore. And so the price doesn't show up, but if you recall, look at the video again, you can see how much we got it for. Here it is. This is the video. You could see $16 per trade here. Okay, so look at the profit, max profit here, $34 per trade. Okay, so that's what we ended up with. So $34 of profit divided by the initial cost of $16 per trade times 100 is 212% profit. Okay, so this is how we were able to do this amount of profit in just 4 trading days, just following this trade from this wealthy investor. Now, not all of these trades always work out, and that's why you have to diversify your portfolio with a lot of these trades from wealthy investors or insiders, because sometimes the trades may not be what it may seem to be. Sometimes the traders from these institutions or insiders are trading in the dark pool. So there are data that could be a little bit confusing. All right, and we can go over that also as well in this video. Let's put a link also at the top. If you are interested in diversifying your portfolio to use this type of strategy, make sure to go to our website. I'll put a link at the top where we share different stocks in the stock market where these wealthy investors are trading to help you diversify your portfolio, to reduce your risk, but also increase your potential of profit, because we are trading on the same side as these wealthy investors, just like in this General Motors trade for earnings, which is typically a risky event, but we were still able to predict it, just like what we do on our website, showing how we do this process. So make sure to check out our strategy and more examples on our website. Now, for this trade where we followed this wealthy investor, if you recall, they were trading this vertical call spread, okay, for the September 2024. Okay, now notice that their profit was about $30 of profit. They spent about $100. So that's only about 30% profit, right? Not more than ours. But one thing to keep in mind though is sometimes these trades, the data that is showing up may not actually be showing up publicly. Okay, so for example, on January 24, you can see this here when we look at the historical data, when the day we published this. Okay, you can see that. So we mentioned on it was the prior day, January 23rd, right, that we detected these 8,500, right? And notice here the open interest over here is 11,000, and 16,000. Okay, so the next day when we publish the video, we see that it has increased now to 19,000 and 24,000, right? So we know they opened these trades. Now, however, if we go forward in time again, one more day later, January 25, now let's go down to the 35 strike and 37. Notice now the trades are now lower. So what happened, right? They closed out of that trade, right? And so we detected that, we saw that, and we kept looking at more data to find out what was going on, and looking at some of the data also. There is data actually that is not being shown publicly. They're known as the dark pool, okay? And that is something that also needs to be taken into account of what they are doing in the dark pool. So that's why simply following this public data is not enough. And that's why we do a lot of the homework behind the scenes to analyze that, because that takes a lot of analysis work to find out what exactly is going on. All right. Now, one thing to note also is in the video on January 24, we went over these 10,000 contracts in our video. Okay, if you watch it again, these 34 strikes for the March 15. Now notice this one on January 25, it actually, the open interest increased to 25,000 because originally it was 15,000. So we know these were opening trades, right? So we'll see that again. January 24, you can see the open interest was just 15,000. So these 10,000 added to the open interest. Okay, so that's one of the things we have to look at is the open interest and the volume. Some of this data helps with our statistical modeling to find out exactly what these wealthy investors are doing, because a lot of times they're also trying to hide their trades. They don't want a lot of us to know what they are doing. Okay, so that is why we have to conduct a lot of analyses work to put the pictures and puzzles to pieces together to understand the mind of the rich. And if we can accurately do that, that is how we are able to predict the stock market, because they know what will happen to stocks. All right, a lot of things, a lot of the research that they're doing on Wall Street in different companies, they have a lot of resources, so they know what is going on, and they want us to believe certain things. So they put certain things, information out into the media to make us think something that may not otherwise be the truth of what is actually going to happen. And so we always follow the data, and that's what we do. So make sure to check out our website if you want more information on how we do the work that we do. And make sure to watch this January 24 video if you missed it, so you can follow along in this video for more context. I'll put a link also over here. And as usual, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and have a wonderful day. Take care.